What's up, Trekkies? Okay, so rare that it is that a Trek Tuesday actually lines up with a Star Trek holiday. Actually been kind of waiting for First Contact Day to actually line up with the Trek Tuesday. And let's take a wild gander at 2016. Yay! But anyways, today is May 20th, Captain Janeway's birthday. Not Kate Mulgrew. Her birthday is April 29th. I mean, what's great about her? One, she pretty much studied as a scientist. Technically, so did Picard, anthropology. You know, when he did the weird Q thing, he wound up, when he went back and didn't heart thing with the Nausicaans, he wound up actually being in a blue uniform later. And Janeway was also when she was less, when she was younger. Basically, she, like every other person, apparently had a relationship with, or a friendly banter relationship with Boothby, who I think is, honest to God, immortal. He's not in Star Trek Online, and he should be, even as a hologram. They got Hololita. But anyways, she loves coffee. I drink lots of coffee. She validated my drinking of coffee. She was aboard the Albatani. She served as the science officer on the Albatani. Does not say what type of ship it was. Like what class. Probably a science vessel of sorts. She served under Owen Paris. She basically went through and then got her own command on Voyager. And she was like fresh captain at the time. And that was amazing. And then she got swept off to the Delta Quadrant. And basically it's like, what? So she had to use some pretty unorthodox techniques. Plus she got to experience a lot of things that were like amazing. Like the first time they'd ever seen a particle fountain. That was actually just, really pretty in and of itself. And then the spacefaring organism that thought it really like an anglerfish. Fish. Tried to lure them in with it was a wormhole, and they were on their way home, but really they were just slowly being digested. That was a weird episode. Yay, 7 of 9. But she acted like a mother to her entire crew. But unlike Picard, she didn't have the Federation to back her up. So when push came to shove, she had to really figure out what was best for her crew because she had not much backup. She did have backup at times, like the Talaxian would come help, or she usually had some semblance of an ally at the time, but most of the time, not much. And the Talaxians really only came to help when, they needed to get Voyager back from the Kazon, She pretty much, not single-handedly, her and her ship, double-handedly, because there was a future her and her at the same time, but she pretty much socked it to the Borg, which, like, Picard is like, having PTSD from the Borg. Same thing with Sisko. I mean, it was Locutus in charge of the cube that killed everything, killed most people at Wolf 359, which killed Sisko's wife, and he in the escape pod, and he wanted to go into Deep Space Nine, and so he's like angry at the Borg for killing his wife, blah, blah, blah. But Janeway's just like, oh my god, what do I do? Oh, I know, let's kill them all. That's just what it is, kill them all. And she did, she put something. We don't know canonically what actually happened to them, but in Star Trek Online, they are like a distant remnant. They built back really fast, but they got sucked one real bad. I think the entire unit complex in the Delta Quadrant is gone, but there was a small island of Borg that actually survived because once they realized things were falling apart, they cut their connection with the collective and started building a new one right there. I think that's how that went, because things have to, the virus had to disseminate, and if you see the wavefront, you can erect a wall or whatever. But other things about Janeway is she cared. She had to be a mother. She got propositioned by Q for, mixy times. How do Sisko got ridiculously angry at times, screamingly angry, especially at the Maquis guy. And he got a lot in over his own head with the whole prophets and the wormhole aliens and the power wraith. But Janeway, she had to deal with literally out of this world things because the Delta Quadrant was completely untouched by humans, except for the Equinox. That was weird. She had to embody the Federation for a little bit because of someone else from Starfleet. She had to embody Starfleet because of the Equinox ship. And they were basically being terrible. So, that's that much. Happy birthday, Janeway. What is her actual birth year? It does not say. Well, she was born in Bloomington, Indiana. Which was really funny because I was momentarily confused because Kirk's from Iowa. And she's from Indiana. And I'm just like, great. Well, at least Cisco's not from, one of those states. Actually, it doesn't say where he's from. I would take a wild guess that he would be from, like, like, New Orleans and whatnot. As his dad has a lot of Cajun-style home cooking restaurant. So that kind of makes me think he's from that area. But yeah, it doesn't actually say the year Janeway was born. It does in the actual article. Again, article below about this whole thing. I did not read it off verbatim. I just used it for little bits of stuff. Yeah, she wound up getting promoted to Vice Admiral, and we saw that in Star Trek Nemesis. Anyways, she's an awesome captain. She is my favorite. That's why I'm kind of... Yeah. Anyways, I will chat with y'all next week. I don't know. Comment below. Again, any crews you want me to talk about? Alright. Bye. They insinuated that there was some sort of war going on. You know how internet wars go. About